She said, about to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good is gone. Boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, put on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Five weeks come and gone, and we're off in week 6 on EA Sports. Returning it from the 4. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Witty Pay there to take him down. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
His first throw is an interception. Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down by Fred Warner. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and short yardage here, Richardson. He's on the move. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
On first down, it's Richardson. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Puts his body on the line, and he got it!
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Richardson on 3rd. Has it in close. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Oh, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage of this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Third and long for him here. Launches one deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Colts will take over. They've got first down from the 31.
Let's go.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
They motion the tight end over.
Go.
2nd and 6 now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock. Trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Staying with Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They're out to try and tack on the extra points. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now Richardson to throw. Short pass brought in. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they get to him again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Colts are ready for the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
You're fumbling
No
that
return on
time,
that
bro.
punt. And the 49ers will go on offense.
Get the fumble out here.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Short pass caught by his tight end. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They just get the play off. Sideline throw is complete
Come
to
on,
Pearson.
jump hard, hood.
And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Robinson on the inside give. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
3rd down give to Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Good count.
It's a gain of 4. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Able to find Jones. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Another pick.
He's just one of those guys.
That's right.
Even when he's not
That's
open,
a
he's
pick,
still a
almost,
target
guys.
thanks to that physicality.
They don't got a
ability
pick
to
me
just
out.
play
Hold
bully
on.
ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, they were hoping to get outside
You can get it back
and get
now.
those
You
guys
got
at the
charger?
second level. Well, someone
Yeah,
on
I
the
don't
second
care.
level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Throwing on 2nd and real long here. But a great defensive play to jar it loose.
He caught it to you.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact.
He just threw it right to you, bro.
Working across
I
the
threw it to you.
for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to.
Let's go, Jones.
Stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Jones. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Play action with Richardson. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down throw here from Richardson. Trying for the deep ball. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
They'll throw again. Richardson. Complete out to the right. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Finds Woods. And he'll get it down
Get
to the
up, Cross.
24-yard line.
Meet Cross. Look like play for the Colts. I think he meet Cross.
27 yards there.
May not be though.
And it's good for an
Think we get Cross
Indianapolis
though.
first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than
Get
just
up.
play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Here's a give up the middle. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Back to the well again. And he only gets this one down to the 9.
Crease right there. Me getting that crease. He's
Just
blocking
1
that shit
yard,
up though.
I think, on the run. Still
He's
some
definitely
work to
blocking
do
that
here
crease. I
on
won't get
second
in.
and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal.
Figure it out,
A lot of
dog.
teams
Let's
like to
figure
be
it out.
conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Second and goal from the 9 here. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Richardson back to throw. And that's complete in the
Pick.
end zone.
I'm easy, my boy.
Touchdown, Indy. The Colts parlay the interception into points. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. Pressure off left, and it's blocked. The 49ers have it free up the middle. It's a breakaway. The 40 into the red zone. And that return goes all the way back, so their lead only lasts a moment. Just like that, we're all tied up again. You could really hear the crowd swell. First on the block, and then again as he scooped it and started the return. Brock, really one of the most exciting plays you'll ever see in a game, no matter what the score is.
And one of the rarest for us as well, where the rule that they could take it back for 2 was introduced in 2015. And the total number of extra points blocked and taken back is still in the single digits. Incredibly hard to do, but they just pulled it off.
First and 10, around to Robinson. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
On second down, Robinson. And he's brought down with the ball.
This This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The 49ers could break this tie for a halftime lead. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Colts take over as he records his 10th career INT. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Dumps it off to his running back. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get some late points and the lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Oh, he's in trouble. He'll go down. The Colts got him. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And after that drive, backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now it's 2nd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Searches from the pocket. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Richardson on 3rd. A quick slant into the hands of Downs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Another try following the sack. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Richardson. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this one's going to approach the 10, but looks like it's down right at the 13-yard line. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. To the air now on 1st and 10. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. No luck finding his receiver that time, and it sets up 2nd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Dulcich hauls it in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's a throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Colts might be able to get some points late after the interception.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good shorts. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win. You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. We're looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Here we go, set. Bring it.
Simple dive up the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third and short yardage here, Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to
Carry your feet. Carry your feet. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me.
They call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Slot man in motion right. They'll try and punch it in.
Good.
Punts it in.
Damn, block 6-6.
The Colts
Come on.
coming out of halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock,
Nobody get hurt. If you feeling hurt, just get out. Get out the game.
Here that can score rushing touchdowns. It takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. He's going to field this at the 2. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson.
That's
And
on
he
me.
gets leveled
That
just
tackle,
before he reaches
sure.
the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's on me, though.
I'm not kidding you,
Yeah,
Kate.
yeah.
A run of that length at the NFL level,
That's on
honestly,
me.
is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw. This is brought in at the 15. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers start the second half with some needed points. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Try to get
And that
to you,
pushes
but
them
you
back.
open to.
3rd down coming up.
Definitely open.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Ready? 18, Pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight.
3rd and long, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Oh, baby, he gets rocked, and the ball is out. And they
Let's go, Big
steal it
Bennett.
back on the return. And
Let's go, Big Bennett. He didn't want to call fair kick. He thought we didn't hit hard. And we threw it. Threw it hard. We're in the weight room.
Incredible things that he can do on punt returns, Brock, but this time he winds up giving the other side their incredible moment.
That's right. As a returner, you've got to field that ball play first, and then second, keep it secure the rest of the way. There's 10 dudes on that other side. Heck, maybe even 11 if you got a punter who likes to hit. And their sole mission is to separate you from the ball at full speed. And if they're lucky, they can return it back to the house for 6.
So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Kickoff taken at the 3.
Whoa,
This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
Come on, man. Whoa.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Throwing now, off play action. Looking to his fullback now. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I love throwing a first down. And when you see a first down,
Don't let no fullback get out like that on me.
It's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for
Goddamn
and
fullback.
go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Here's Robinson. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Go.
Another carry for Robinson. It's a pickup of
Oh, the Mr. Real. They
and
blocked
that's
that
a
more.
49er first down.
Oh, help me out.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They go play action here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's Chung with a nice 21 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Now the give for Bijan. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through it up for a first and goal.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Robinson.
Hold it, man.
And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for
Let's
now.
go. Back that ass
Will it
up.
stand?
Hold
You
it.
got to see what this flag is all about.
On their head. Go silent.
Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Has some room to work. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he pushed forward, but they managed to stop him at the 2.
Run again now. Got one more run.
Only one on 2nd, so that brings up 3rd goal from the 2. Here's a give straight up the middle.
Way to go.
Once
Way to
again,
go.
he doesn't
Way to
manage
go.
much before
Way to
getting
go.
brought down.
Way to go.
Give him a couple
You know
yards
what's
on
coming.
that run, and this sets up
You know
4th
what's
and
coming.
goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss,
You know
but
what's
they
coming.
denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time. One of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all or nothing 4th down play.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. Fullback's got it with the power.
Oh, come on. Good
The
run.
49ers shave
I like that,
some
though.
off the deficit late in the quarter.
Come on, though. You got to make that
Running
shot.
it on 4th and goal. That has
One
to
on
take
one.
some major guts, Brock, especially knowing a lot of the
Turn your
time
feet,
there
though.
were some
Turn
rushes
your feet.
before it that came
Damn.
up short.
But I
It's
had.
guts, it's will, it's willpower, maybe even it's a little bit of pride. But you know what? When you're in that huddle, you feel that stubbornness to refuse to accept the field goal. Not on our watch. We're going to do all we can to run this sucker in.
Yeah, I thought I had.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the 49ers. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, San Francisco. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s. Where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
That one right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Escapes out to the left. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. He finds Woods. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. First and 10 from the 41.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Hey, check that. Go.
Here's the handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Offense in the hurry up here. Another carry for him. And they crush him right near the marker.
What's your name first?
But yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the 1st down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Here we go, set.
Running back sent in motion. On 1st down, it's Richardson. That's too close to the sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds.
Right turn.
Well, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they
turn a
have
little bit to the
and
left.
fight through them.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's
They
second
just turn a
down.
little bit to the left.
Richardson back to throw. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is clean, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
You got that block.
It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's a 49er first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more. Make notes.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Yep.
From the 42. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
A toss now to Robinson.
Oh, come on, bro.
He's tackled with the first down yardage.
No, come on, y'all killing me. Y'all killing me right now. Y'all killing me right now, family.
It's going to be tough to stop him from getting the first
Y'all
down.
killing me right now, family.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Jones reels it in.
Killing me right
He's
now.
brought down after a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete.
That boy the fumble.
And they haul him down just a foot or two
Ain't
shy
getting
of
the
the
fumble
red
at all,
zone.
though.
Give him an even 10 yards
Yeah,
on the
fumble.
play. And it brings
Really,
up a San
the fumble.
Francisco first down.
Come on, work with it.
Year after year, the best offenses.
One more time for you, boy.
It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he won't get
Don't run
anything
like that,
there.
bro.
Several defenders
You
nearby.
keep on let
to
you
hold
run
on.
like that, bro.
No progress
figure
on
something
first
out.
down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Can't really run around these folks.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say
Yeah,
there's
these
just
folks holler
times
like
you
that.
got to run in the darkness. And when
Can't run around
linebackers
these
fill
folks
that
like
hole
that.
like that
Let's
right in
go.
the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he manages to reach the
These folks
19
out like
before
that.
he stopped.
Let's go, Latu. Let's go, Simon.
He push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Back to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on 4th down, they bring him out for his most important kick of this game. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good!
Trust
and now
it.
their lead will push out
Lead
beyond the
touchdown,
field
guys.
goal.
We knew that.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Touchdown time.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Toward the sideline, and he's got it.
Sit down.
A big chunk of field, and it sets
Come on, Tim.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right?
Come on, Tim. Sit down, bro.
Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. There's a handoff up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
It's 2nd and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. And they're gonna touch him down after a short pickup.
In the hole got the end zone.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts losing by 4. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Trap goal 80. Go.
They're headed up the middle. And he will get into the end
Roll
zone.
on in there, dude.
Touchdown. The Colts jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Return starts at the 3. And look at this return. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. He'll look to throw it. Pearsall there to grab it.
Whoa, there.
And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that
Tell him jump the route, guys.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that.
Stop.
And there was nearly room to add even more.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Robinson on the inside give. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Put it down.
Well,
Drop it.
Here. You don't even have to worry
Drop
about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
I need one more score, guys.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush down out to his left. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. This finds Mitchell, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
You got a bounce. You got a bounce. Come on, Mr. Real. I know you got a bounce right there.
One more in their pocket to use.
You're killing me. I know you got a bounce right there.
Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Play action with Richardson. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
On target to Downs. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Leave you alone.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
11.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. It's intercepted. That will do it. That's Diamador Lenore.
Good game,
and the
bro.
49ers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Good game.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end. Just steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Indy.
you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less.